Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Sampurasun. I realized I was born as a Sundanese, but I've also realized that I come from a city that has grown in the spirit of diversity named Sukabumi. To be connected and to have families and friends regardless of race, language, or religion is not something new. I also realize this is the fact of the world. Globalization makes us not only as a part of one nation or belong to one community of ethnicity. We are on the way to being global citizens, and our lives not only will be seen as monocultural, but multicultural. The biggest problem is, how then is it possible to make peace and justice between us with a lot of point of view with different cultural backgrounds? The best answer is through education. And I thought multicultural education will help a lot of us to realize the harmony between us. It is very possible for us to allow each culture to provide its teaching as passed down by its ancestor to cross-cultural learners. For example, in my hometown, the Chinese community also joined to learn the Sundanese language and culture, whereas on the other side, the Sundanese community joined to preserve the Chinese, Bataknese, Japanese, and also Arabic tradition. Multicultural education is very useful in providing a perspective for us, to extend that differences are seen as normal. Then, the realization that all cultures are born from good intention and aim for peace is very likely to be achieved. Finally, in dealing with problems caused by differences, we will always use the upside down glasses paradigm, where we will solve problems easily from a lot of standpoints. As a student of Sundanese language education also, I'm now continuing my study, but in the last year, I got the opportunity to take the student exchange to learn more about Bataknese and Malay culture in North Sumatra. In previous time, I'm also studied the Chinese culture in my hometown, and also Korean and Uzbek culture in previous semester. The cross-cultural understanding that I got from this experience is that each ethnic ancestor taught the spirit of peace and tolerance in face of diversity. For example, in Sundanese, there is the knowledge of pindah cai pindah tampian. In Chinese, we don't be a person who kean kuan huo. In Bataknese, we should be bere dohot mana godang, marhite dohot mana tung. And in Malay, we have to be a person who practice di mana bumi dipijak, di situ langit dijunjung. Summarizes the world teaching as one, equivalent to when in Rome, do as Romans do. Related to my experience, then in my opinion also, cultural relativism is true. No culture is superior and every culture teaches goodness for peace. We just need to communicate so that there are no misunderstandings across differences. Finally, multicultural education is very important and one of the efforts in achieving peace, justice, and strong institutions as we expect in point 16 Sustainable Development Goals, and also equivalent to the spirit of Bhinneka Tunggal Ika, unity in diversity. I'm Lisan Sidki Zulfahmi from Faculty of Language and Literature Education, Universitas Pendidikan, Indonesia. Hatur nuhun. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.